Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and full transparency, I'm a little under the weather, actually a lot under the weather. I feel like I got hit by a truck, but I saw a tweet circulating around social media, and I wanted to put together a quick video. But as always, guys, you know the drill. Let's go ahead and smash that thumbs up. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe to the Talkin VAWLS Network so you don't miss out when we drop content or when we go live, which we plan to do on Sunday evening, probably around 4 or 5, but stay tuned for that. We'll keep you guys up to date. We're going to be breaking down the first 3 weeks of spring practice, but let's get into the topic for today, and that is Josh Heupel and changing the culture at the University of Tennessee. And that starts with this. It's a tweet that Ball Football put up earlier today, and it's a quote from Theo Jackson. And it says, "I felt like a kid again. We were out there listening to music, dancing, having a good time, getting some extra work in. It was just a different vibe." And that seems to be the ongoing theme this spring. And even before that, going back to the off-season workouts after Heupel took over, you know, we saw the team building exercises and all that different. These kids, look, these players, they seem to be buying in. They seem to be having fun. And I know that doesn't necessarily mean wins or losses. But let's go back. Let's go way back. Well, when I say way back, I mean just a couple of months. Let's go back to Josh Heupel's introductory press conference and hear what he had to say right out of the gate.
To one of the biggest and best brands in college football. But the things that they feel like they want to make sure that the locker room, that they have inside of the locker room. And at the end of the day, it came down to connection. And that's one of the things that's extremely important to me. It's been really hard during this past year with COVID, but you play this game. It's a tough, physical, demanding game. You play it because of connection. And there's got to be a sense of belonging, a sense of brotherhood that has to reside inside of that locker room. And to do that, you got to spend time with each other. And you have to do things outside of the game. And that's one of the things that we try to pride ourselves on inside of our program here at Tennessee as we move forward, is that sense of connection. And that allows you to go chase greatness outside of the game. When you are connected, you have a chance for love. When you have love, you're able to sacrifice for your teammates. And this game is all about sacrifice. And accountability is something that we talked about as well, and making sure that we're being accountable to each other, the program, the process, and the people that reside inside of it.
Connections, relationships, accountability. Heupel uses the word family, and he uses it a lot. And look, this team has talent, period. And are they ready to go compete for an SEC championship? No, they're not. But they have a lot of guys that can make plays. And yeah, I know they have some holes to fill, but let's go back and look at last season. Look at 2020. What was missing? That football team last year was way better than 3-7. And yeah, we can sit here and we can talk about quarterback play and stupid decisions by Jeremy Pruitt, but look, we beat that into the ground, and that's not the point of this video. The point is that last year's team was missing something. And JP, even on this show, pointed it out very early in the season that something was off with that coaching staff. And that's where it starts. You know, we talk about leadership on the field from the players, somebody needing to step up and lead. But how can you expect players on that team to step up and be leaders when their coaches aren't setting the standard? And again, I think this team has some talent. I think last year's team was way better than a 3-win football team. And you can argue with me and you can say that they don't have talent. And I know that the casual average fan looks at Tennessee and says, 3-7, that's about what I expected. There is no way that football team should have lost some of the games that they lost. Something changed in that locker room at the halftime of the Georgia game. We all know it. And whether the rumors of Pruitt and Jimmy Brumbaugh getting into it are true or not, I don't know. But it's very clear that last season, that team was not having fun. They weren't buying in. They had no guidance. They were missing something. Fast forward a few months, Josh Heupel takes over, and he's got his hands full. He has his hands full. but he talks about his commitment to those kids, the guys that are on the practice field, the guys that are putting in the work. He is changing. I was going to say he's starting to change. You can see he is changing the culture in Knoxville. And it's not going to happen overnight. Like I said, he has his hands full. Doesn't mean the Vols are going to go out and roll off 10 wins this fall. But let's go hear this. This is words from Velus Jones. I want to play this for you guys as well.
As I got to get to know him and stuff, his first day he came in and he was just saying just trust this process. Like if you buy in, it's gonna be amazing for everybody. We're gonna have a great season and all. And as time went on and stuff like that, me and coach relationship is like this now. Mm-hmm. I never ever felt so comfortable around the coach, that I can just talk about anything, talk ball to about any time and stuff like that. So it's a really family feeling. It's all great vibes upstairs. Mm-hmm. I never experienced that.
How did you guys get to that kind of relationship so quickly? Because he's only been here for a few months now.
I say consistency, because a man words matter and stuff, and he haven't went back on any one of those words. What he told us he was going to do, and he's been doing it. So, it's pretty easy to trust somebody, mm-hmm. That's a man of their word, and so he's been keeping his word, and so that's all you can really ask for.
Trust. He has the trust of this football team. I think Josh Heupel is a leader. I think he is a natural born leader. He gets it. You can be a boss and tell people what to do. It takes something special, something different to be a leader. And I think we're seeing some kids on this team already starting to step into leadership roles, whether it's a Velus Jones, a Hendon Hooker, Alante Taylor. I think some of these guys are starting to step up because they see Josh Heupel, and then you want to follow, and then you start to lead yourself on the field of play. I tell you what, guys, I have got to do a better job tempering my excitement, because when I hear clips like that, when I see the quote from Theo Jackson, I start to get fired up, because the game of football, it's more than X's and O's. And obviously, X's and O's matter. I'm not stupid. I'm not an idiot. I get it. But when Jeremy Pruitt was finally pushed out, we said this team needed something special. They needed a leader, somebody that could come in and change the culture. And the slate has been wiped clean. The cancer has been cut out. Now it's on Josh Heupel. He's saying and he's doing the right things. He's creating a buzz in this fan base. He just gets it. Opening practice to the media, letting his assistant coaches come out and talk. The open practice that's going to take place on Saturday. He just seems to get it. Now, does that translate to wins? Can he somehow find some momentum in recruiting? That remains to be seen. Leave me a comment, guys. Let me know where you stand on Josh Heupel. And look, he's just a few months into his tenure at Tennessee, and I know a lot of you aren't sold. You weren't sold on the hire. You're not sold on the hype. You're not buying into the things that you're seeing on social media, and that's fine. It's called battered Vol syndrome. We're all there. We all want to see it on the field of play. Got to see it before we believe it. As always, guys, if you have not done so yet, please do hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. Again, join us Sunday, probably around 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. Eastern time. Just stay dialed into the channel. You can see our platforms of social media, our Twitter handles scrolling across the bottom. Give us all a follow. We'll keep you up to date on when we are going to go live. But we appreciate the support, man. This channel, what you guys have done for us, helping it grow, it's been amazing. It's been a journey, and we appreciate any and all support that you guys give us. One way you can support the team is by going here to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. The link is in the description below. You can check out the official merch of Talkin VAWLS. We've got the Mount Rushmore shirts. We've got coffee mugs, old school logo merch, including hoodies and T-shirts. We've got some 3/4 sleeve baseball shirts. I love the State Pride logo. Also, Hoops merchandise. The Indie Kid dropped a video earlier today. Apologize, it was a little delayed. We had some technical difficulties. Got it straightened out. A lot of news going on in ball hoops right now, and the Indie Kid is keeping you guys up to date with that. Also, he's doing a video series on Sundays called Rocky Top Review. Any of you Diamond Vols fans want to keep up with the baseball team? Eddie Kid's doing a great job trying to cover that, a little bit of basketball news, as well as some spring practice. But again, hit that thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. We're going to continue to drop as much content as possible. I'm going to go take some Tylenol and drink some Gatorade. But for the Talkin VAWLS Network, my name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
How like me, poets sat in arcade, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past the city.